I, 32 male, need to get this off my chest while it's still fresh. Yesterday marked exactly 1 week since my girlfriend Gwen, 29, said those words that finally opened my eyes after 3 years of being blind. We were arguing about me picking up an extra freelance project. Nothing major, just some weekend coding work that would bring in an extra $2K. She lost it. You're always working. When do I get your time? You owe me everything. Without me, you're nothing. I made you who you are. Something in me just shifted. Instead of apologizing like usual, I smiled. Actually smiled. And said, let's test that. She laughed. Thought I was joking. Went back to scrolling her phone while I sat there, running numbers in my head. See, Gwen moved in with me 2 years ago. Started as temporary when her roommate's situation fell apart. I covered everything initially, told her to focus on her wellness coaching business, which consisted of posting motivational quotes on Instagram to her 800 followers. The arrangement somehow became permanent. I paid rent, utilities, groceries, her car insurance, phone bill, subscriptions, even her monthly facials because self-care is essential for my brand. The joint account? That was for household expenses, but really just her spending money. I deposited, she withdrew. But according to her, SHE made me. That night, while she slept, I made moves. Joint account. Withdrew everything except $50, the minimum to keep it open. My money, my deposits, my right. Transfer it all to my personal savings. Bills. Every utility, subscription, and service in my name. Removed her as authorized user. Set up new passwords. Credit cards. She had a supplementary card on my account. Canceled. Grocery delivery. Canceled the weekly auto order. She could figure out food shopping. Her car insurance. Policy renewal was in 3 days. Removed her vehicle. She could get her own policy. By 6 a.m., I'd effectively untangled our financial lives. Then I left for my buddy Devin's place with a bag. Needed space to think. The first text came at 10:43 a.m. Gwen, babe, my card declined at Starbucks. What's wrong with it? Me. Card's canceled. You'll need to use your own funds. Gwen, what? Why? Me. Testing your theory. If you made me everything, you shouldn't need my money. Radio silence for 2 hours. Then the call started. 37 of them. I didn't answer. By evening, the texts were frantic. Gwen, the grocery order got canceled. Gwen, I can't order Uber Eats. Nothing's working. Gwen, Ethan, this isn't funny. Gwen, how am I supposed to eat? Gwen, you can't just leave me with nothing. The irony wasn't lost on me. The woman who made me everything couldn't even feed herself after 12 hours without my credit card. Devin thinks I'm cold. Maybe, but I'm done being an ATM with a pulse. We'll update when I figure out next steps. Update 1. Holy hell, the entitlement escalation has been educational. Day 2 started with her showing up at Devin's at 7 a.m. Devin's Ring camera caught everything. She was in her Lululemon yoga set, the $300 one I bought her for building her brand, crying perfect tears. Devin answered. I stayed upstairs. She immediately launched into victim mode. I need to talk to Ethan. He's having some kind of breakdown. He emptied our accounts and abandoned me. Devin, bless him. Sounds like he emptied his account that you had access to. It's OURES. I'm his partner. 3 years. Did you contribute to it? I contribute in other ways. I made him who he is. Before me, he was just some nerdy programmer. Devin, he's still a programmer. Just one who's tired of paying for everything. She tried pushing past him. Devin blocked her. She threatened to call the cops. Devin said, please do. Explain to them how your boyfriend won't give you money anymore. She left, but she wasn't done. Oh no. By noon, she'd weaponized social media. Instagram post. When you give someone everything, your time, energy, love, and support, only to have them abandon you with nothing. Some people forget who was there building them up when they were nobody. Remember, ladies, secure the bag always. Hashtag narcissistic abuse, hashtag financial abuse, hashtag women's empowerment. The comments were wild. Her wellness community rallying around her, calling me trash, saying she deserved better. One suggested she sue me for partnership support. That's not even a thing. Then came a family assault. Her mom called me. I actually answered this one. Ethan, What's this about you leaving my baby girl homeless and penniless? She's not homeless. She lives in my apartment, and she has her own money from her business. What business? She's building her brand. You know that takes time. It's been 2 years, Patricia. She sacrificed career opportunities to support you. Name one. Silence. She could have done many things, but chose to do none of them while I paid for everything. She managed your home, cooked, cleaned. I laughed. Actually laughed. Patricia, she ordered takeout with my card and had a cleaning lady come twice a week. Also paid for by me. You're being financially abusive. I'm declining to continue financially supporting an adult who contributes nothing. That's not abuse, that's boundaries. She hung up on me. But here's where it gets really good. Day 3, Gwen discovered the insurance situation. Her car insurance had lapsed. I'd removed her 3 days prior as scheduled. She tried driving to her nail appointment anyway. Got pulled over. No valid insurance. Ticket. Car impounded. The meltdown texts were next level. Gwen, my CAR is gone. Gwen, they took it. Gwen, this is your fault. Gwen, I hate you. Gwen, you have to pay to get it out. Gwen, it's registered to me, but you paid insurance. Gwen, Ethan, please. Gwen, I can't afford the fine. Gwen, or the impound fees. Gwen, or new insurance. Gwen, baby, please, I learned my lesson. That last one almost got me. Almost. Then I remembered. Without me, you're nothing. Message back. Sounds like you need to use all those connections you built while making me who I am. Good luck. She sent 73 more texts. I read none of them. Devin made popcorn. We watched the Ring footage of her showing up again at 11 p.m., mascara streaking, designer workout clothes replaced with regular sweats, screaming at his door about how I was destroying her life. Plot twist. The neighbors called the cops. She got a warning for disturbance. Starting to see a pattern. The woman who made me can't seem to function without me. Curious. Tomorrow I'm going back to my apartment. She needs to go. We'll update after. Update 2. Went back to my apartment yesterday. What I found was instructive. First, the smell hit me. Garbage. Everywhere. Takeout containers, Amazon boxes, empty wine bottles. The place looked like a frat house after rush week. The woman who managed our home apparently couldn't manage a trash bag without supervision. She was on the couch, wrapped in my gaming blanket, laptop open. When she saw me, she tried tears first. Baby, thank God. I've been so scared. I didn't know what happened to you. Cut it, Gwen. I texted you exactly what was happening. Instant switch. The tears dried up like Nevada in July. You can't just kick me out. I have rights. I've lived here 2 years. Actually looked into that. You're not on a lease. You're a guest. And you've got 30 days notice as of today. She laughed. That bitter, nasty laugh that used to make me cave just to avoid conflict. You think you can just throw me away? After everything I've done for you. List it. What? List everything you've done for me. Specifically, I made you dress better. You spent my money on clothes you picked out. I introduced you to culture, museums, art. You dragged me to Instagram exhibits and made me take 500 photos of you. I elevated your social status. You embarrassed me at every work function by trying to sell your wellness coaching to my colleagues. She was spiraling. I loved you. You loved my wallet. Then came the real Gwen. The mask dropped completely. You were nobody when I met you. Just some boring code monkey. I gave you a life. I made you interesting. No, you made me broke. There's a difference. You'll be nothing without me again. You'll see. You'll come crawling back when you realize no one else will put up with your boring ass. I pulled out my phone, showed her my bank app. The account that used to hemorrhage money daily now had 5 figures sitting pretty. Looks like being nothing pays well. That's what she got physical. Threw a wine glass at me. Missed. It shattered against the wall. I started recording on my phone immediately. Get out, Gwen. Make me, you pathetic. Gladly. I called the cops. Told them my ex was destroying property and refusing to leave. They arrived in 15 minutes. She tried playing victim with them too. But the shattered glass, the video of her throwing it, and the fact she couldn't prove residency, no mail, no lease, nothing official, worked against her. They gave her 2 options, leave voluntarily or be removed. She chose option 3, nuclear meltdown. Started screaming about how I was abusive, controlling, narcissistic. How I isolated her from opportunities. How I sabotaged her business. One cop, bless his tired soul, asked, "Ma'am, what's your business?" "I'm a wellness influencer and life coach." "How many clients do you have?" Silence. "How much revenue last month?" More silence. "How long have you been doing this?" 2 years, but... The cop looked at me, looked at her, and said, "Ma'am, that's not a business. That's a hobby he was financing. Please gather your belongings." The next 2 hours were her packing while trying every manipulation in the book. Threatening suicide. Cops offered to call mental health services. She declined. Claiming she was pregnant. Offered to wait for a test. Suddenly she wasn't. Saying I hit her. Cops noted no marks, plus my recording. Threatening to expose my dark secrets online. I don't have any. Begging for just 1 more month. Denied. Offering sexual favors. Recorded that too. Finally, she was out. Garbage bags of designer clothes and workout gear. Her whole life fit in a few bags because I'd paid for everything else. As she left, she turned, "You'll regret this. I made you. Without me, you're nothing." I looked around my trashed apartment, thought about my drained finances, my neglected friendships, my stalled career growth while supporting her brand. Good. Nothing sounds peaceful. She left with her mom, who glared at me like I'd murdered puppies. I spent the night cleaning, changing locks, and feeling something I hadn't felt in years, free. But it wasn't over. Not even close. Final update. The extinction burst, learned that term from the comments, was something else. First came the flying monkeys. Her entire wellness community attacked my social media. Had to go private everything. Then random numbers started texting, calling me an abuser, a narcissist, a manipulator. Block, block, block. Then she got creative. Remember how she couldn't afford to get her car out of impound? Well, she figured out a solution, told everyone I stole it. Posted on neighborhood groups, local Facebook pages, even next door, that her abusive ex had stolen her vehicle and hidden it. Problem, I had receipts. Every insurance payment. The removal notice. The text where she admitted it was impounded. Posted those in response. She deleted everything and blocked me from accounts I wasn't even following. Next, she tried to get my money anyway. Filed for a restraining order claiming financial abuse. I kid you not, she listed as evidence. Withholding shared funds. Canceling joint accounts without notice. Refusing to pay household bills. Emotional manipulation through financial control. My lawyer, yeah, had to get one, laughed. Actually laughed. Her filing basically admitted she was financially dependent on me by choice. The judge threw it out and warned her about frivolous filings. But the best part? She started a GoFundMe. Help a domestic abuse survivor rebuild her life. The description was a masterpiece of fiction. According to her, I'd been controlling her finances for years, projection much. Prevented her from working by paying for everything. Isolated her from opportunities by funding her lifestyle. Left her homeless and penniless after she found the strength to stand up to me. Goal, $30,000. She shared it everywhere. Her wellness community shared it. Her mom shared it. Tagged me in posts calling me out for abandoning a woman who sacrificed everything. I did nothing. Just watched. You know what happened? People started asking questions. Why don't you have any joint property after 3 years? Why isn't your name on anything? What job did you have before? Why does he have all these receipts if you were sharing expenses? Her friends started comparing notes. Turns out, she'd been telling different stories to different people. Some thought I was unemployed and she supported me. Others thought we were both entrepreneurs. Some believed she was independently wealthy but chose to let me provide to build my confidence. The GoFundMe raised $234 from her mom. Then karma showed its whole face. Remember her car? Still an impound. Racking up fees. After 30 days, it went to auction. She couldn't afford a bid. It sold. She now owes the difference between the sale and her remaining loan, with no way to pay it. Her Instagram wellness business? Dead. Turns out, portraying yourself as a victim of financial abuse while having a post history full of luxury hauls, expensive treatments, and lavish meals, all tagged #bossbabe #selfmade, doesn't inspire client confidence. Last I heard, through mutual acquaintances, living with her mom, working at a juice bar, ironic for a wellness coach, dating some crypto bro who's totally about to make it big, still posting about narcissistic exes and knowing your worth, still claims she made me. Me? I'm thriving. Turns out, when you're not hemorrhaging money into someone else's delusions, you can actually save money, revolutionary, advance your career, got promoted without someone complaining about my hours, see friends who all say I look happier, pursue hobbies that don't involve being an Instagram boyfriend, sleep peacefully without someone online shopping at 3 a.m. with your card. The apartment is clean, quiet, and mine. My bank account is healthy. My stress is gone. Funny thing about being nothing, it's exactly what I needed to be. Nothing to her. Nothing but myself. She was right about one thing, though. Without her, I'm nothing but better off. To everyone who messaged support, thank you. To those who said I was too harsh, maybe. But sometimes you need to rip the Band-Aid off to see how deep the wound really is. And to anyone else funding someone else's lifestyle while being told you owe them everything, run. Run fast. Run far. Your nothing is worth more than their everything. Peace out. P.S. Her crypto bro boyfriend just got rug pulled. She messaged asking if I still had us in my heart and could help out temporarily. I sent her a link to Indeed.com. Blocked again. Some people never learn.